Okay, so we talk about sustainable structures. As you can see here, creating a world that lasts forever. That's what in our company's vision, sustainability is all about. What are we doing as a company? What are we doing as employees? Well, we are trying to create a world that lasts forever. We are committed to sustainability. So sustainability is all about human life. In the morning, Professor Chiranjit also mentioned about sustainability. It's all about living in harmony with nature. So if the world lasts forever, the human life also will last forever. Now this young girl has a spoon here, and the spoon is made of stainless steel. And this was the first application of stainless steel, which was started 103 years back. And that application of stainless steel, or that invention of stainless steel, was done in Outokumpu. So I stand before you representing a company which was instrumental in bringing this metal for us. Look at this metal, starting from 1920 or 1913 onwards, where we are today. It's the most preferred metal. Why? These are the mega trends. Economic and population growth, we all know about it, we talk about it, we read about it. So what happens when there is a population growth? All these surrounding things happen. Medical engineering starts picking up, oil and gas, energy, pharmaceutical. You have lack of water, so you desalinate seawater into drinking water or for industrial applications, commercial catering, household goods. The list is endless. I think there was another one on mobility. Okay, that one is missing. So anyway, so there's one on mobility. You have then cities coming up, then you have trains, and you have the trucks, and you have the shipping, you have the airlines and airports and ports and whatnot. But you do all that, what happens? You pay a price. There is a climate change. Oh, here it is. So there is a climate change. There is a climate change, and that leads to more and more utilization of minerals from the Mother Earth. As you all know, if you use carbon steel, it corrodes. So you've got to replace it. How long can you go on painting? So you've got to replace it. You replace it, you take out iron ore, you take out coke, and you take out manganese and whatnot. A study has been done in Europe, and it is called the World Dead Day. They try to find out on which day of the year you have consumed the resources which nature offers you over a period of 1 year. And in the last 25, 30 years, that date has advanced from December to sometime in the month of August. That means whatever Mother Nature offers you to consume in a year, we guys are consuming it by the time August comes to an end. So that's the way we are consuming the resources of nature. And what does it mean? Does it mean we need another planet? I don't think we have that luxury. So what do you have to do? You have to go for use of sustainable materials in whatever activity you do, in whatever engineering applications you think of. Now look at this. This is what happens to carbon steel over a period of time, and this is what happens to stainless steel. It remains. It doesn't rust, whereas carbon steel rusts. Where are we as far as India is concerned when it comes to stainless steel usage? If you look at China, per capita is 6 kilograms, and India is around 2 kilograms. So we have a lot of distance to travel before we become a sustainable country, before we are recognized as engineers or as fabricators who believe in the world's sustainability, or even as architects. Now let me go back. In 1912, stainless steel started. Somewhere in 20s, Chrysler building came up. And this is all stainless steel. And Chrysler building, if you go to New York, even now it's shining. People have done the study, they have measured the thickness of stainless steel they had used in 1920. The thickness has probably gone down by a few microns. Rains come, they wash the building, and the building is gleaming clean. Somewhere in 1930s, by the time 1930s came, they were ferritic stainless steel, they were austenitic stainless steel. Outokumpu innovated duplex stainless steel because pulp and paper was a very corrosive process. They wanted something which is able to take care of highly corrosive process applications. So a new grade, which was 50% ferritic, 50% austenitic, was innovated, and this is what happened. So austenitic, it is self-explanatory, and this is duplex. That means it has very high strength, it has very high corrosion resistance. So you need a much thinner gauge, and that means the whole structure becomes lighter. So this is something which is now being used extensively all over the world in the structural engineering fraternity. This is something which has also started to be used in India now. So this is something we wanted to introduce to you as well, duplex stainless steel. Somewhere in 30s, this pier was made with stainless steel bars. And somewhere in 1960s, this was made with carbon steel bars. 25 years down the line, this was washed away, and this is still operating. Larsen and Toubro, they had to do some checking there. They broke open the concrete, and the bars were still intact, shining. Nothing had happened to the bars. So that's the kind of structures you can get if you use stainless steel. They will last forever. So we as inventors of stainless steel, there are 400 grades, almost 380 grades are invented by us. And if any one of you wants to know more about stainless steels, we have the handbook of stainless steel, we have the corrosion handbook, we have the welding handbook. You can request me and it will be sent to you. So stainless steel, as we go forward, is going to be the key building block for a sustainable future. Of course, for all these properties that I've already talked about. It's also a fact that more and more concerns about environment are growing. We talk about air pollution, we talk about all kinds of pollution, water pollution, and we are getting, as citizens, more and more demanding. So what is our answer? Answer is surely to do something which eliminates all these problems and helps us to get clean air, clean water, clean surroundings. People say stainless steel is very expensive. This morning also some people told me stainless steel is very expensive. If that was so, why would a poor man have only stainless steel in his house? In fact, stainless steel is the cheapest material, cheapest metal, which is available because it has a very, very, very long life. The life cycle cost of stainless steel is the lowest. This is something we all engineers must appreciate. You see, a poor man has native intelligence. He has an understanding that if he buys stainless steel, it's going to last forever. His grandchildren or great-grandchildren also are going to use the same product. Something about Outokumpu, being 103 years old, being the innovator of a sustainable material, sustainability definitely continues to be our core theme. The foundation is on sustainability. Our vision, a world that lasts forever. The three pillars of sustainability: we as a supplier of stainless steel, environment, taking care of the environment, economic, making sure that you get value for your money. We don't spend money uselessly on products which are going to corrode and hurt the environment. And social, that means if we are living in a community, we take care of the community, take care of our employees, make sure our employees work as per a code of conduct, live by the laws of the land, and things like that. Environment, we have the smallest footprint, carbon footprint. We spend hundreds of millions to ensure that the environment around our factories or within our factories, all the water discharge, etc., is kept clean. that our employers, as employer, we are responsible, employees are happy, taken care of, and as a buyer, you get the longest life from the products we sell to you. So, our contribution to sustainable world, advanced materials that are efficient, long-lasting, and recyclable. Recyclable is very important. In fact, more than 85% of the raw materials we use are recycled. More than 85% of the power we use is non-carbon. And no wonder we are seen or we are acknowledged by the world as the most sustainable stainless steel producer. In fact, we are the global benchmark as per Dow Jones. Okay, let's talk about sustainability, how it is being accepted in various sectors, where I'm going to talk about structures in most of these sectors. As you can see, these are the sectors which are normally using steel or stainless steel. Let's talk about ABC. This morning we talked about lead. The Outokumpu fact sheet, our grade fact sheet, can tell you what kind of credits you can get if you use a particular grade of stainless steel that Outokumpu produces. So we go to that extent to help you achieve LEED certification. This is a bridge in Australia where up to the splash zone, the outer periphery had stainless steel, duplex stainless steel reinforcing bar. By doing that, the cost of the project went up by 0.5%. Professor Charanjit Singh ji, I would like you to understand this. Sure. By using reinforcing bar only on the periphery, they could avoid spalling of the concrete because there would be no corrosion of the reinforcing bar, and the life of the bridge has gone up to 300 years. This is the maintenance-free life. Imagine from a life where spalling starts happening after 5 to 8 years. There is no spalling for 300 years. This is a duplex stainless steel bridge up there in the hills. We have long hilly terrains, and Border Road Organization is busy, repairing those bridges and replacing those bridges. They get washed away and things like that. This was made with duplex stainless steel. It became so light that with the help of a helicopter, they could install it. Now, once having installed it for next 300, 400, 500 years, you don't have to even bother about it. Railway bridges. This one is in Spain. If you talk to any guy in railways, Indian railways, he will tell you over a lakh of bridges which need refurbishing, they're all corroded, and the bridge engineers and railways have a sleepless night. If you have stainless steel in railway bridges, this is a typical structural application for bridge designers. I think the bridge engineers can go to sleep forever. No problems. This is the Stonecutter Bridge in Hong Kong, which was open to traffic in 2009. Look at these pylons, all duplex stainless steel, because nobody can climb up and replace them or repair them. They're all duplex stainless steel. And one more thing, they are quite shining. It's very important that stainless steel has a good finish. If it doesn't have a good finish, dust will settle down, and once the dust is there and the humidity in the environment, corrosion can start. So even stainless steel can corrode. So particularly for external environment, stainless steel should be polished so that there is no opportunity for the dust to settle on the surface. If at all anything settles, if there is a rainfall, it gets washed away. This is another bridge in San Diego, USA. Now this is very interesting. If you look at here, Buddhist temple, Chedi temple in Thailand and Swaminarayan temple in Kolkata. They wanted a life of 1,000 years when they started to build those temples. And they have both used duplex stainless steel reinforcing bars for the foundation. Up on the foundation, it's all stonework. But the foundations are all with duplex stainless steel because they wanted a life of 1,000 years. Of course, another bridge in stainless steel. Then let's come to automotive sector and transport sector. You have seen metros, they are all in stainless steel. The new railway coaches, all in stainless steel. In fact, because stainless steel is a very high strength, if you use duplex, it becomes lighter. The haulage cost comes down. The number of passengers can be carried more. If it is used in wagons, you can use more tier load. You can carry more payload. And it can add to the profit of the railways. And if you say that we are adding more cost, it can be recovered in 2 to 3 years. So more and more stainless steel is being used for these applications, also from environment perspective. If you look at this, stainless steel has a very high impact strength. So if there is an accident, passengers are still safe. Look at this bus. If it uses high strength stainless steel, the weight reduces and it consumes less fuel, less pollution. Water tanker or wagons, when I talked about, same thing. You can carry more liquid, you can carry more milk, you can carry more alcohol or whatever. And yet, you can protect the environment by consuming less fuel. Storage tanks, you replace them with duplex stainless steel, your cost is here. Because this is the maintenance cost on carbon steel tanks, this is the coating cost, and here the cost of the stainless steel is high, but there is nothing of all this that's going to happen. So you save money. Renewable energy, Central Water Commission, the head of chairman, he tells me that all the gates, they start corroding, and then in dams they have a problem that the dams may collapse or the gates may collapse and something wrong may happen downstream. Now abroad, duplex stainless steel is being used for this application. By doing so, if you can see, you replace all these with duplex, the corrosion will not happen. The chances of failure will not happen. And so easy from plate to gate. Wind energy. The higher you go, better is your wind efficiency. You generate more power if you go higher and higher. But in carbon steel, if you go higher, then how do you paint? Same problem as stone cutter bridge. So if you use duplex, you can go higher. So you have a structure which is made of duplex stainless steel, takes your wind facility higher, gets you more power, and gets you more efficient system. So from raw material to finished product, you need, as fabricators, as designers, as architects, you need any help, do let us know. We are there to help you build a sustainable world together. We continue our efforts every day. We request you to join us. Now, one thing, since we are in Gujarat, and I see this somewhere here also, here it is, Ahmedabad, Statue of Unity. Unfortunately, a politician has asked for a life of only 100 years. Akshardham people are asking for a life of 1,000 years, but thanks to the politicians, the life demanded is only 100 years. We have been talking to the designers or people who are going to manage the project, asking them to make sure that the foundation's external periphery uses reinforcing bars so that at least for next 1,000 years, this Pratima doesn't tilt or doesn't collapse. So that's my request to all of you also. If you have any forum where you can talk to the designers or anyone, let us talk about using materials which will not increase the cost, but will increase the lifespan 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, I don't know how many times. So we invite you to create a world that lasts forever. I'll finish with a small Outokumpu cases.